Imagine sipping your morning coffee, then bam, you're the star in a cop's case of mistaken identity. We've got Aaron, Joseph, Patrick, and David, ordinary guys turned involuntary fugitives. So, sit back as we will show the comedy of errors where the only thing our suspects stole were bewildered glances, and the real crime was a facepalm-worthy mix-up. Aaron's case. On a seemingly ordinary day, Aaron, prepping for a marksmanship event, found himself in an extraordinary mix-up. He was just stocking up on supplies at a gas station on Horizon Drive, unaware that his mundane morning routine was about to take a nosedive into the absurd.
I went to a gas station this morning to grab some stuff, and they were saying there was a shooting at 3 o'clock in the morning. So they have traffic blocked going out on the 70. So we might want to look to see if that's going to impact our route.
The day's drama unfolded when Aaron, after a harmless U-turn due to a missed exit, parked to charge his phone. Little did he know, his vehicle's color and his presence near a crime scene were about to cast him as an unwitting lead in a police blunder. Enter Officer Paschke and Corporal Church, who approached Aaron with a demand for identification.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Would you mind rolling down your window real quick?
No. What do you need?
I need you to identify yourself.
No, why?
Because
all right,
you're leaving the area.
Hold on.
Where a shooting occurred. Okay, well, can you please roll down your window more so I can talk to you?
No. What do you need?
All right, well, I need to identify you.
No, you do not.
My name is Officer Posadas with the Grand Junction Police Department. And this is my corporal right here. This is Corporal Church as well.
Okay.
All right, so I need you to identify yourself.
No, that's not how it works. I have rights as an American citizen, right?
Linking him to a crime as serious as attempted homicide. The officers, fueled by a vague description and a hunch, disregarded Aaron's rights and the fact that his friends, driving a similar dark sedan, were not subjected to the same treatment.
You do not have articulable suspicion that I've done anything.
I actually do.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Possible attempted homicide.
You suspect me, actual me, of committing possible attempted homicide.
Well, your cooperative behavior right now does not help your cause.
No, I've done absolutely nothing. I pulled into a gas station because my friends are here, because we're going to...
Keep an eye, they're associated.
The confrontation escalated quickly, with Aaron asserting his rights and the officers, particularly Corporal Church, insisting on identification without proper cause.
Right, exactly.
You're leaving the area of a crime.
Exactly.
With a similar colored vehicle, similar nature to the description.
What description of that vehicle did you get?
I got a dark and colored sedan. 2 people also stated that one of the suspects may be of African American descent.
My buddies that just left, they were also in a dark sedan. But you aren't fucking stopping them and questioning them.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that
Nope.
Sorry that you
Shut
feel
your
that way.
fucking mouth. I don't want to fucking talk.
You're not going to tell me how to talk, all right?
You shut your fucking motherfucking mouth.
Corporal, come up here. It's not working. He's currently recording on his phone, but he's highly uncooperative with me, screaming and yelling at me. Told him that his vehicle matches the description, gave in, blah, blah, blah. He's very upset right now.
Why are you not cooperative?
Because I don't have to be cooperative with your investigation.
Well, you have to ID yourself. Right?
No, I do not. Tell me why I have to ID.
Well, Colorado state law says you do.
I want you to explain why I, me as a person, have to ID to you.
Colorado state law says you do.
The situation reached a boiling point when Aaron, standing his ground on legal principles, was met with hostility and a refusal even to provide a sergeant's name upon request, a basic protocol breached by the Grand Junction Police Department.
What's your name and your badge number? What's your name and your badge number?
Well, I'm not going to give that to you.
You have to.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
You are a public servant. I'm asking for your name and badge number.
You also have to give me your name.
No, I do not.
Okay. So you wanted me to explain to you why I'm asking for you to identify yourself?
Yes.
Because we had an incident happen here?
Wait, hold on. First,
Okay.
please
Sorry.
give me your name and your badge.
Okay. Well, no, I won't give you that right now.
What do you mean you won't? This is the most ridiculous thing
So,
I've ever
I'm telling you.
encountered.
The aftermath of this roadside theater was as murky as the officers' rationale. An internal investigation gave the officers a clean bill of conduct, despite the glaring procedural missteps. Aaron, however, wasn't about to let this slide. He launched a lawsuit against the Grand Junction Police Department, standing up for his rights and against the wrongful exercise of police power. Now let's listen to our legal eagle, Larry.
Always signal your turns, or you might just turn your day into a legal tangle. And remember, a blinker's cheaper than a lawyer. So remember, your right to privacy doesn't take a backseat during a traffic stop. And as for the law, it's clear. Identification demands require more than just a hunch.
Joseph Griffin's case. In the leafy suburbs of Volusia County, a burglary had just rattled the community, and the suspect was on the loose. Joseph Griffin, out for a jog, unwittingly matched the black male, white tank top, black shorts description broadcasted over police radios. As fate would have it, Joseph's morning exercise was about to get an adrenaline boost, not from his run, but from a case of mistaken identity.
There is a burglary that happened. You kind of fit the description. Let me just make sure that you're not him, okay? All right.
I'm a vet. I have my ID.
Okay. Can I see your ID? Yeah. You literally, they said white tank top, black shorts, and they said that you had a beard. All right. So I'm not saying it's you, but it was a black male. Again, not saying it's you, buddy.
The encounter with law enforcement was a cocktail of tension and civility. An officer, armed with a description that was as broad as it was vague, approached Joseph.
Just bear with me, okay? Because you fit the description. I'm not saying you're guilty, but my sergeant's telling me to detain you. That's my sergeant.
I got you. I just had a daughter born 2 days ago, so I just have this online.
It's live?
I'm not
Do
trying
you
to-
mind? Do you mind setting it down here? Just for now, I'm gonna detain you. Look, you're not under arrest. I'm detaining you right now because you fit the description. Okay? Just hang tight for me, okay, buddy?
The officer explained the reason for the stop. Joseph, whose only crime was fitting a rudimentary profile, found himself in handcuffs, albeit with the officer's assurance that this was just a precautionary measure.
We're not saying it's you, but you fit the description. That's why I'm detaining you. If it's not you, we're gonna cut you loose and you're free to go. Okay? But I just want you to see through us why, you know.
7 cop cars, though. Hey, everything going on is just a little bit scary.
Yep.
Now you're good.
This is it was a burglary.
Don't pull me over.
It's a burglary. It's serious.
Jogging
It's not
down
a
the
joke.
street. You got these guys that are getting ready to go home, and we're coming in. So that's why you have so many.
Despite the unnerving experience of being detained, Joseph maintained his composure.
You should be very cooperative. Other people would just.
I'm not trying to get shot over this.
You ain't gonna get Seriously, do you really think we want to be out here killing people? Do you honestly think that?
I'm a military police.
Like I said, brother, I've been in the same boat.
After just 10 minutes of waiting, they hear back from the witness who had just received a picture of Joseph.
So good news for you. The witness is saying that the clothes you're wearing and all that doesn't fit the description. It's called a show up. So we got a picture. Again, he's gonna run it through, make sure it's not you, and from what it looked like, buddy, you'll be out of here, okay?
A testament to the power of calm in the face of confusion. His cooperation was met with an equally respectful response from the police. They were thorough, yes, but they were also clear in their communication, a balance that often tips in such high-stress scenarios. The resolution was swift and just. Joseph was released once the witness confirmed he was not the burglar, and the real suspect was apprehended later that day. The incident, though brief, was a reminder of the delicate dance between law enforcement and civil liberties. The officers, while maintaining a professional demeanor, couldn't help but express their own relief when the witness's confirmation came through.
What's your name, man? Joseph. Joseph? Hey, man, listen, Jake. Just want to say thank you for keeping a cool, good demeanor. We just got the picture finally from the witness, and it's, I get why they went out with you for sure. Clearly not you, but the clothing description and everything matched. So obviously these guys didn't have that to go with. They just had a description and he matched it pretty good. But once we finally got the picture from the video surveillance and stuff, it was like, nah, that's not it. That's why I told him, like, get him out of here. I appreciate you just putting understanding that, man.
"You're not the guy," they said, almost in unison, as if releasing a collective breath they hadn't realized they'd been holding. Joseph, now uncuffed, could feel the tension evaporate, replaced by an almost surreal sense of normalcy. As he walked away, a free man once more, Joseph couldn't help but reflect on the encounter. It was a jarring interruption to an otherwise ordinary day, a stark illustration of how quickly circumstances can change when you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yet, it was also a powerful example of how maintaining dignity and respect on both sides can lead to a peaceful resolution.
Eyewitness? More like I guessness. Let's just be thankful for good old-fashioned common sense in law enforcement. So the key takeaway: when the heat is on, keeping your cool can defuse a volatile situation. Clear communication is the bridge over troubled waters, even when you're caught in the crosshairs of a case of mistaken identity.
David Wiggins' case. Imagine cruising down the road, your mind a million miles away from the flashing lights of a police car in your rearview mirror. This was the reality for David Wiggins, who found himself the star of a roadside drama thanks to a case of mistaken identity. The officers, on high alert for a fleeing suspect, saw David's vehicle and thought they'd hit the jackpot. But as they say in the world of slot machines and police work, not every spin's a winner.
Hands out the window! Take your right hand, open the door. Get on the ground. On the ground. Did you just run from me? Sir, okay? All right, put your hands behind your back.
The traffic stop was abrupt. The commands barked with urgency. Hands out the window! Open the door from the outside! The script was familiar, but David was an unwilling and confused actor on this stage. Handcuffed and left on the ground, the cold asphalt pressed against his skin, David could only watch as the officers played out their roles in this high-stakes mix-up.
I was going home. I did not win, I swear.
Since you give me that tag.
Contact to a 2016 Dodge Challenger, last name Green. It's not a hammer. It's clear.
Then came the twist in the plot. The officers, having secured David, finally ran the license plate. The digits didn't match their quarries. The realization dawned on them like a slow sunrise after a long night.
This ain't even him. Here, you good. Look, you're good. That's scary. You got almost the same tag, same car. He must have passed you going through. You good? Good. All right. You have a good one, okay? I'm sorry about that.
They had the wrong guy. The cuffs clicked open, and the officer's tone shifted from authoritative to apologetic. You're good, they said, a phrase that barely scratched the surface of the situation's gravity. David, now free but shaken, received an apology that felt as thin as the air at high altitudes. The officers, perhaps realizing the depth of their error, couldn't undo the handcuffs of memory. David would carry this experience with him, a story to tell with a mix of disbelief and relief. The aftermath was a whirlwind of legal activity. David, not content with a fleeting apology, filed a lawsuit against the city of Marion. His charges were as heavy as the handcuffs he'd worn: gross negligence, civil assault, battery, and false imprisonment. The legal system, which had so abruptly intruded into his life, would now be a stage for his quest for justice. Hey Larry, what do you think?
License to drive? More like a license for a mix-up drive-through. Remember, always double-check your plates. Thorough verification is the cornerstone of justice, lest we turn the innocent into the accused. And let's not forget, an apology, no matter how sincere, is only the first step in setting right the wrongs of a hasty judgment.
Patrick Mumford's case. Patrick Mumford's day took a turn for the surreal when he found himself in a scene straight out of a cop show, except the script was all too real, and he was unwittingly cast as the mistaken perp.
Hey, yo, that's some bullshit. Get up, put your hands on the car.
What's your name? I'm going to ask you one more time. We probably need to talk to you. So, what's your name?
Patrick.
Stand up. Turn around, put your hands in the car.
What happened?
Picture this. Patrick's just rolling up to his place, probably thinking about kicking back, when suddenly he's thrust into the spotlight by two officers on the hunt. But instead of badges of honor, these officers were about to earn badges of blunder.
What I do? Man, what I do? Y'all ain't telling me what I do, man. You got a warrant. He just came back from his probation officer.
I got taser. You coming out? You coming out? Hey, come out.
Get your hands out now. You got 3 seconds. Hold on, man.
3
seconds. Do not reach. Get up. Put your hands on the car. Show me the warrant.
Come out.
Show me the warrant. 2. All right, take it.
All right, move. You coming out or not?
Dude, stand back.
Come out. You got a warrant.
I'm not telling you again.
You better get out of the car.
Y'all ain't let me know what's
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Man, y'all better leave me alone.
Get out of the car.
Man, y'all better leave me alone, cousin.
Move, Fox, move!
Really?
The officers, convinced they had their man, didn't bother with the pleasantries of verification. What's your name? They asked, a question that should have been followed by a request for ID. But no, in the blink of an eye, they decided Patrick's fate with the crackle of a taser, not the flip of an ID.
Something was going on, man. Just off me, man.
He keeps reaching for his back.
Oh, this is my hey, I gotta do all that.
Quit resisting.
I got him, guys. Just search whatever he's going for.
It was a shocking development, both literally and figuratively, and one that would jolt the justice system into action. The tossing was just the beginning of Patrick's ordeal. He was manhandled, cuffed, and treated as guilty until proven innocent. The officers rummaged through his belongings, only to find the key piece of evidence that should have been their first clue, his wallet, complete with ID, screaming silently about their mistake.
I just seen this fucking lady.
Patrick Mumford.
This lady not gonna tell me that I got a warrant. I just seen her.
Here's the deal, dude.
How long I had a warrant?
I don't know if you got a warrant, because you're not who I'm looking for, but here's the deal. When we ask you for ID, because you look a lot like the person we're looking for, you give us ID. And when you start this whole fighting nonsense, dude, all you had to do is give me this.
But the way you came up asked me out of nowhere.
The aftermath was a flurry of disciplinary actions and legal mea culpas.
What's the guy name?
Is there someone here to stay here that looks like you? Think about it.
Hey, Jack. Yeah. Guess what he's looking for?
Tell him. Who does he look a lot like?
I don't know.
He knows who it is.
So who is it?
Michael?
He is not Michael.
Okay, I know that now.
Well, they thought it was my son?
Yes!
Really? They don't even look nothing alike?
And then besides that, he
The picture that we got, they look exactly.
Oh, wow. I'm looking at that picture, I mean...
Don't they look alike? Wrong. Okay, are we wrong?
The officers involved were suspended, a small bandage over a gaping procedural wound. Patrick, on the other hand, received a settlement of $100,000, a monetary mea culpa for the physical and emotional scars no amount of money could truly erase. What's your take on this, Larry?
Always check the ID before you proceed. It's the difference between a lawful arrest and a costly guess. So what's the moral of the story? Proper identity verification isn't just a courtesy, it's a critical step in the dance of due process. Skipping it can lead to a misstep with a six-figure settlement.